He is ours.
Hello everybody and welcome to our game 1 of this series. We have the map Elst Outskirts. It is going to be our battlefield for these 4 players. And on the southeast side we have, playing as the Soviets, it's going to be Isildur and his teammate, also playing Soviets, Vonasten.
And in the south we got the CB clan, which I actually don't remember what it stands for, but their primary squad is Brosras and Artavik, choosing to field double austere. So we have a total Eastern Front Army faction showdown. Oh look, Von Esten's actually already locked in Armored Assault, so he's getting all the information here.
I like this. Yeah, every time I've seen a player go in with Armored Assault or just whatever has radio intercept, I really like this. It's such a good counter to whatever Axis bring out in the early game because you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly the whether they're gonna go for support weapons and MGs, or they're spamming Grens. It's a really good commander pick early on.
Oh yeah, it's extremely strong. You have IL2, IS2, T-3485, self-repair. It's like the ultimate support doctrine for Soviets right now in 2v2. Practically all 2v2, not all 2v2 games, but most 2v2 games you see with double Soviet, there's usually a guy picking Armored Assault. So definitely good setup there by Vonasten and Isildur, our number 2 seed originally. So they're definitely not playing around.
No, I think a couple of times said today, like, first games are important, I think. You do have the opportunity to mess around because, hey, it's like you could always win the next 2 games. But also, I think you want to win the first game. You want to win confidently and kind of give your opponents that little knock in confidence.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Definitely don't want to risk getting into that third game. Want to close it out as soon as possible to avoid as much tournament fatigue as possible. Isildur did go tier 1 double combat engineer. Second penal battalion is being built, while Von Esten went for standard armored assault opening in the quadruple conscript. Sorry. See if he's getting Molotovs. I'm assuming he will, but not guaranteed.
Yeah. I actually really like games like this. There's a lot of infantry built right at the start of the game. They're all over the map in all directions. Look at the left-hand side, Isildur flanking with the penal battalions. Like, we're only under 3 minutes in. There's a lot going on, and I really like this style of gameplay when all the players do this, because the map is alive right from the start of the game. There are no clumped engagements, no fixed territory, nothing is safe. And check out on the right side, Fuel. Got some great movement there around the arc of fire of the MG42.
Very good flank. And Von Esten's got it covered. He's got the... Yep, he did get Molotovs. Pops it on that Grenadier, which is definitely going to have to retreat in the next moment or so. Dropping Molotovs on that MG42 as well. Very close
got
call on that.
Lucky to get away with the conscript, yeah.
Yeah. Solid stuff. Yeah, like you said, neither side is waiting to sort of build critical mass. They just go at it straight away, contesting every territory as much as possible. They're practically even right now in terms of map control.
I think that the Molotov upgrade from Von Esten there is really important. I think he's obviously expecting the support weapons from the Austere to be there. The MG42, great use of the Molotov to get that out of the way. And it looks like, actually, given the reinforcement situation for Axis, they're going to get double fuel at the start of the game. And that is a really big thing to get, especially if they're going to be powering into tier 3 tech.
Yeah, that was clutch by Von Esten. He's recognizing the situation he's created for himself. He doesn't have guards in his doctrine, so he's not having to mass up munitions for DP upgrade, which is like 75 munition. He can just freely use it on mines and Molotovs and AT grenades, obviously. So he's utilizing his munition float and, not letting it get out of hand.
We've got a great decap from Brosras here. If you check out the strategic point just outside Isildur's base, Brosras, they're going to deny the fuel that's captured on the left-hand side and try and stop this advantage falling into the hands of the allies. It's good, sensible play there. It's the kind of thing you need to be doing as Axis when you lose, map control at the start. You need to go for the decaps. You've got to keep the allies, spread thin until you can get your setup positions with the support weapons.
Yeah, good recapture here of the territory. Getting enough critical mass there to hold it off. Isn't really... Whoa, look at this topside cutoff from Brosras' MG. It's got like no health. I don't think he should be running around like that. Never know, with quadruple conscript can Ura and Molotov you, and that crit could wipe that squad out really quickly.
I mean,
It's
especially if
actually
he's
floating
using it on attack move, actually, and it sets up. Do you know what I mean? And then they
awkwardly.
can
Yeah,
run
yeah.
the arc of fire. It's a tough one. It's smells of
Exactly.
desperation.
He's setting up for this conscript, which just notices outside of the arc. They barely saw each other in the fight, so Vonasten paying attention, moves back.
You know, you point out quite a flaw here, I think, in the Axis setup. There is no healing at all in the bases right now. Neither of them actually going for healing. They're rushing the tier 2 structure. So all of these Grenadiers are already 4-man squads. They're up against 6-man squads a lot of the time, and they're just not having the health to stay into these engagements, and they're not going to get much map control if they continue to fight like this.
Yeah, Brozer has actually been floating a lot as well. He's just not putting down his tier 2. I'm assuming he's going to go hand for hand and synergize with Artavik on the 222 and Flame half track, but still yet to see him. Okay, no, he's going for a 222 himself. Still quite a bit of stuff he can utilize here, even after he reinforces the squad. Conscript's on retreat here, getting chased down by the 222 on the right side. Good potential for a wipe here. He's blocking his retreat too. He's definitely going to get this squad if he gets the wipe. Just as he gets his Zis gun too. And 18 aids proc, so just unfortunate on that time.
Yeah, you see, Isildur there actually on sight of the scout car has been laying some mines down, so I think he's expecting another vehicle to come on the left-hand side. He knows the timing is about right. They've got a couple of mines laid down there, so good defensive play from him. I think he's expecting to potentially lose some territory in the next few minutes.
Yeah, Isildur also locks in guard motor. Field some guards right away with that, or well onto the field. Moving up, he's got practically total control of this left side of outskirts. Vonasten trying to reset up here, getting his Zis gun in position for this 222. Again, they do have radio intercept, so Soviets are well aware of the second scout car on the field. And looks like Artavik lost a grenadier.
Oh, this is where the scout car on the right-hand side, there's a mine right next to it. Doesn't get triggered. Actually, the conscripts push it away. We do have an AT gun as well to back up the right-hand side. So Axis really lacking the tools to push any territory on the right-hand side. You're now seeing Isildur feeling a bit more confident to push up through the mid. Are going to see those flanks that take down those low-health squads. You see the grenadiers there. Very, very dangerous.
Finally got double healing up for Axis side, so shouldn't be having any issues like that. Good Ura from Vonasten going to this right side VP to deny that house. The Grenadiers were going for that. He's got to set up his Zis gun here to fight back against these scout cars. Got a good angle on him. Nice shot. Thought he was going to lose vision there. See what Vonasten's going to rebuild anything. I think he just put down tier 2, yep, and tier 3 now. So he's doing double tech consecutively to be able to get out that T70. You can actually build it as soon as that tech structure is finished. So a little bit of a late T70, but not super late. They've got plenty of space to work with it.
Yeah, I was just thinking about this, the triple scout cars that we see on the field right now, and just I think actually I really like the play like this, because of course the scout cars, you never need to reinforce them. They're only kind of like repairs, right? So it's a good way to like build up some of the manpower in the game is to just rely on the vehicles and just kite. Oh my gosh! I just saw grenadiers from Artavik go down on the left-hand side whilst all of that was happening.
Yeah, that's his.
Up another LMG, so we've got 2 LMGs on one of those squads now.
Yeah, he's down a Pioneer and a Grenadier now. So heavy losses coming in from Artavik. But good note on the 222 there. Another reason that they want to get them early and possibly get multiple like he's gotten is to get them vetted up to counter planes. You know, it can shoot down the mark target plane, can shoot down the IL-2 plane, because, you know, austere AA really needs to get specialized with the Ostwind. So if you can get a 222 vetted, it's going to have a much better time shooting down planes.
I'm really glad to see this this Axis comeback here. They're playing it very well. You can see they're still not afraid, I think, to poke territory where they need to. So they're recapping the VP center at the moment. They're not afraid to like spread out on the map, and I think that's good because a lot of Axis players tend to bunch up when they get pushed by allies. So this kind of keeps all the players on their toes. Isildur and Vonasten still have to be careful. Axis will only get stronger as they pull the resources in.
Yeah. Axis need to be careful right now since double T70 is on the field, and those things are white machines. So need to have their packs ready. Brosras doesn't actually have a pack. It's just Artavik who has one. I'm just trying to look for it right now. There it is. It's rotating through middle, getting pushed back by this penal rush. T70 coming in right behind it. Tactical control group on the left side on these guards. Do eat a rifle nade, but enough health to get out of there. 222's moving in there. Nice setup from Vonasten. Has this gun ready to support his T70.
Going for the block. He's going for the block on the T70 so he can get the Faust.
He's gonna eat a double Faust here.
I don't think
he didn't have munitions for the double Faust. Wow. A little bit of a miscalculation from Isildur. Trades a 222 for a T. Huge trade for the Axis. I mean, that is like the most ideal scenario besides not losing the scout vehicle. So good stuff there from Artavik.
Yeah, that was skillfully played as well. Well calculated, right decision. We see, by the way, scout cars have just started to trigger the mines on the right-hand side. It actually gets taken out by another mine on the retreat. And Brosras having to blow his own scout car up. He's got minesweepers coming now into the center. But the threat of the T-70 is a little bit too much for them.
Eats the Faust there, was very close to popping it over his own mine as well. But yeah, very good setup on the mines there. I was going to comment on that earlier before it blew up, that it's like a little, you know, pathway setup. So if a squad hits the mine and continues, it's got a chance of getting wiped just by progressing a little bit further. But looks like Vonasten's still holding down to this VP here. Does get the 18-8 off somehow. That was pretty awkward positioning, but it goes through the house and connects. So this gun is moving in to follow up. Maxim as well. Give it a little bit of vision.
No,
really close.
Zis does not make the shot. I wonder if we're going to see a barrage on that Zis for the MG. I think he's actually... Nope, hasn't used the ability. He's content just to flank with the conscripts. He's also going for that AT gun, the Pak 40 for the Austere. This is a good chance for the Soviets to take the right-hand side of the map again, although they have lost fuel left side. So it's real... they've got a toss-up at the moment about whether they're going to go and capture the territory on their side, or whether they're going to push into enemy territory, try to deny their fuel. The map is all over the place right now.
Yeah, we got simultaneous pushes on the left and the right side. Looks like Isildur's falling a little bit behind in this engagement on the left. He's facing off against two pretty healthy LMG Grenadiers with just the unupgraded penal. I mean, it's not going to get any better with the upgrade, but it's outnumbered there. Don't know. Oh! This Grenadier appears actually picked up a flamethrower. I was like, why is he moving up so close to that penal battalion? But I didn't see the flamethrower on him because he doesn't have the weapon insignia.
Yeah, earlier when I was saying actually they picked up the double LMG, I realized later it was actually a flamethrower, which is why the symbol comes up the LMG.
Right. Nice push from Vonasten. Totally gets Brosras off the map, who's coming back now with a good portion of his army. Gets those sandbags up for solid conscript play. T70 actually got away with just a sliver of health. Gonna get repaired by these combat engineers. Don't know what connected with that. Assuming it was a pack there because it's got vetted a little bit. But second MG42 out for Brosras. He's got one chilling in their cutoff house and one being a bit aggressive there towards the fuel.
You know, Momo, I've just had a quick look at the teching situation. Both Axis at the moment currently teching up to battle phase 2. You see Artavik is just building his tier 3 building to go into the Soviet base. You see tier 4's already up for Isildur. He's obviously got guard motor, so the T-35s could be on the field really soon. The fuel count's rising. It's going to be a very, very dominant unit on the field if he brings that on him.
Yeah, exactly. T-3485 just 1 minute out from being constructed. Um, Still a bit of time for Brosras and Artavik to actually get up to tier 3. I'm assuming though that they both won't go tier 3 on the Austere side. Usually we see a little bit of a trade-off. You know, one guy goes tier 3, one guy goes tier 4 to kind of cover each other for anything that the allies can throw at him. So we'll see in a second if he just starts pumping out Battle Phase 3, but he has a Pioneer retreating right now, so we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, it's a hard decision to make because I really feel like Axis need you know, like a signature vehicle right now to hold off the front lines because, you know, the allies are just pushing up on all fronts. There isn't really anything mobile that is pushing the infantry away, and the support weapons just aren't handling either. Whether they're getting the positioning wrong or they're just not doing the damage.
Right.
Hard to say, but I think it's a tough decision for them to make, to be honest. It's going to be the Panzer IV though for Artavik. This unit's going to have to do a lot of work. Look at this mine from Isildur, left side. He's actually mining the green cover there. I think he maybe just got seen by this MG42.
Yeah, he spots it there.
So
T-3045 constructing as well. Vonasten's got his tier 4 up. He's very close to a T-3045. He just needs another minute. You know what I didn't realize is that Brosras has elite troops in his loadout. That could be scary. You know, if you don't expect it. I don't know. He doesn't have another Tiger loadout, right? So that radio intercept, I don't remember if it actually gives a unique cue that they have a Tiger race or if it's just a regular Tiger.
I think it replicates the queue that comes through to the Axis player. So it would say, I think, you know, we have a mighty Tiger race available. Well, terrible accent, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and
I'm assuming that's
I think
the
it will
case.
give the, it's... I'm pretty sure it will give that information. But I mean, radio interceptor, I know, like, in the past, it never used to give you all the information past a certain point of the game. You know, it's like so much interference. In team games, it's really difficult to hear everything as well.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, you can miss those audio cues, especially when there's an OKW player, because there's no... I don't remember it giving OKW lines for the most part. Like, if a Raken comes out, it'll say... in the austere guy's voice that they have a pack gun. So that's what I was thinking about with the Tiger 8, but it's austere, so it shouldn't be a problem. Bit of an engagement here. I didn't even realize Brosras has double mortar. I mean, how many Maxim? Okay, it makes sense. He's got double Zis gun and double Maxim now, so double mortar does make sense. Those can rack up.
I think he's doing very well with that because the scout car is getting loads of vision. It's mobile, and the mortars are just doing their thing. You know, this game has like evolved into 2 1v1s now. Like, have you seen?
Exactly. T-3045 takes an attack ground shot through that hedge from Artavik, so good connection there. PTRS blob moving in here. Ooh,
big hits
good hit from Panzer IV.
And I think this is exactly what it needed. It needed this medium vehicle to get on the field and help those 4-man squads and the Grenadiers deal with all this infantry. The perfect unit for it, but the pack being on the front line, I think, is essential because that 85 could make things very difficult.
I don't know if it's worth it for Vonasten to rotate maybe one Zis gun to Isildur. It looks like he needs it. PTRS against a good player isn't really going to do too much damage to tanks. You know, they can just fight you at max range and pick you off bleed and pull back and repair. But T-3045 out for construction for Vonasten. Isildur's floating a little bit here. I'm assuming he's just going to wait till his next tank. They both
it's Katusha. Let's go for the Katusha though.
Oh, there we go.
Just as he said it. Katusha, I like it. I mean, I guess maybe that's going to be... not sure whether he's just trying to get rid of the clumping of units on the left-hand side or whether he'll lend it to his teammate to get rid of the mortars. Either way, Brosras in the end did not pick elite troops. He has gone for Blitzkrieg doctrine. So going to make use of those Ju-87s against all these medium vehicles as the game goes on.
Another very strong support doctrine from Austere. So one thing I really like about Austere is that as a base faction, they can hold their own, and picking the doctrine really in 2v2, it's just about how you want to synergize with your teammate. They got double recon available, so someone can trade off when they're doing the Ju-87 strafe, Panzer Tactician, the command tank, which is huge, you know, basically giving a buff to everything around you, including your allies' units. Spotting scope for this 222 Oh no, actually his 222 died, so never mind. He's have to rebuild that. But
Just check out the T-34 on the left of the map at the moment, because there's some great ground attack shots coming through. I wonder if we'll see one from the Panzer IV here on the guards and penal battalions.
looks like he's pulling back, wipes out a Pioneer, but good job on Artavik not chasing that, because he noticed there's a penal right there chilling with the PTRS, so he could have lost that Panzer IV to Satchel and PTRS followed. Man tank out for Brosras, so he didn't even put up. No, he did go battle phase 3. He just didn't put up any tech structures.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to needing that medium vehicle. It's like it's so long to go in a game without any vehicle presence. He's only got that scout car, so I think he's just looking for something to help clear up the infantry. But outside of that, he's been playing very well. Actually, Brosras is, do you know what I mean? He's held the fuel on that side, and that's been invaluable to their team's efforts in this game.
Mark target there on the Panzer IV, kind of just scared away. I don't really see anything besides the guards, which are going to have to retreat in a moment. Easy dodge on that nade from Artavik. No reason not to be hitting that. Panzer IV command tank taking quite a bit of damage, was going in on that Zis gun. Gets it pretty low, but Brosras has got that double pack to be able to protect his retreat path. One of it's not set up, the other one's not in the arc for it, so this 85 is going to be able to wrap around. There's no Grenadiers to Faust either. Okay, he's retreating. Good call. Oh shoot! Dive bomb coming in on that Maxim. Good awareness there from Vonasten. Just sucked away 200 munitions for nothing.
That was a weird place to use.
Oh yeah.
To use a stupid dive bomb anyway. To be honest.
Looks like a little
so desperate to get rid of those MGs, you know.
Yeah. Vonasten needs to get away with the Zis gun here. Okay, it does get cleared out.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Oh, looks like it's bugged.
All of our troops have been lost.
Okay, no, it got decrewed there. Nice little hot fix from Relic.
Just seen by the way, T-70 on the right-hand side. There was a Faust from the Grenadiers. They have finally got up the field. Grenadiers pushing for sight. The AT gun setting up. Can they get that last shot on the T-70? Command Panzer IV is going to go and try to finish it off. They need to be careful though, because they're so deep in enemy territory right now. Not want to get caught off guard.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Poor little T-70 is going to be double pack sets up. Katyusha firing in on that VP. Relatively good range on that, so he's going to connect. Gets the Pioneer pretty low. Brosras going to retreat through the rockets. Might lose a Pioneer. He does lose it. Why did he retreat there? He was doing so well. He was moving forward to avoid the barrage, but then he just pressed retreat. Uh-oh, looks like they're going to blow up the Zis gun here, too. He gets the shots in. Just needs one more hit there.
Could have crewed it.
He could have, yeah, exactly.
To stop it from being blown up. So I think that's a bit of a mistake there if his intention was to get the AT gun.
Yeah, that's 320 manpower down the drain there. Another Panzer IV out from Artavik. They got that audio cue. And let's see. Isildur also got a Katyusha. So they both have Katyushas, and Isildur is actually close to another 85 if he chooses to. MG42 very low here on the retreat path. Don't think it's going to get knocked out by the maximum range though. Oh, that was a tongue twister. Maximum at maximum range. Maximum. Sorry.
No, not at all. I'm just checking out units for Isildur.
Good stuff though from both sides. Really trading back and forth, even though allies have been getting a huge VP bleed on them. Outside of that, you don't really see that, you know. If you're just looking at the VPs, it looks kind of like a stomp, but it's not really at that point.
No, it's strange, isn't it? Because like you can see really great games in Code 2, but they can be really one-sided on the VPs. You don't even notice sometimes when you're focusing so hard on the gameplay. You completely miss this core winning mechanism. But they have to get on top of that. And we just see Tier 4 has gone down now from Brosras in the last minute. So going to be some units.
He's got a skill point.
I'm interested in what that's going to be.
Yeah,
what do you think it's going to be?
Let me look at his loadout again. I'm assuming it's going to be a Broombar. He's got the freaking ultimate synergized support there from Oster. He's got a huge tier 1, tier 2 stack of units. He's got his support tank in the command panzer. He's got the 222. To me, it makes sense to get a Brumbard to just wipe out the infantry. He's got the planes for support. Artavik's going to be getting an elephant at some point. But I mean, there's also an argument for the Panther too.
See, this is a very long-range Katusha fire here. And probably less than ideal if he's going to be trying to pick off units on the retreat path. The spread is just so huge. Left-hand side T-30-45 getting
Panzer 4
pursued
going
there.
in. Nice mines. They're dropping the planes as well. I don't know if he's going to be able to connect it. He's going to be getting out of the arc very soon. He's stopping to take shots though at the Panzer 4. Why did he stop?
That was really
Isildur
bad.
got really greedy there. And this Panzer
don't forget
4
as well, he's driving his other
T-30.
T-34-85 into the radius of the Ju-87. So they're going to turn around at some point. They're going to track the T-34-85 and come back for shots on that.
Luckily for these T-34s, they don't have any pintles to where they introduce themselves into the AoE of the planes, so they're not going to get retargeted like you would see a Sherman or a Panzer IV. So he's not going to get hit here unless he gets spotted again somehow. They did drop the recon plane to give him vision though, so it looks like these planes might come in for another pass before they go off. Let's see. Maybe not. I think he dropped the reconnaissance plane a little bit too late. And it does take time for it to actually give you the vision, so it's not like a spec op fire where you get it right away.
Oh, actually, no, they have come round. They just
there you
came
go.
round for the T-34-85 in the center, so they were tracking during that time. It seems
Heavy
quite long,
damage.
though.
Yeah, that was, like, the cooldown is already gone, so it's a little bit, not accurate if you look at the cooldown. There's still a bit of time for it to fight in. This gun that got rebuilt by Vonasten is actually getting pushed off here. Panzer IV pops the smoke to be able to mess up the targeting of that second Zis gun, and he's coming in for a push here. He's gonna need help from Isildur or something if you can get over here, because these Zis guns are in trouble. 85 coming in with super low health too. These pack guns are about to take shots.
That's such a lovely push, honestly. Just throwing in that anti-infantry presence, avoiding the cone of fires, and then backing it up with 2 pack guns. But here I hear a Katusha.
Looks like it might be
I think
coming
that
on
was
the
on the
packs.
retreat path. It's
Yeah.
just miscalculated, though.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a panic Katusha. I thought he was for sure targeting the packs directly.
I think he was expecting them to
Panda?
retreat, but of course it didn't happen, so a bit of a waste.
Yeah, unfortunately. And he also gets his Maxim back, gets to recrew his Zis gun, so just a little bit of manpower bleed there for Vonasten. He's actually got quite a bit of manpower bleed if you look at his army. Everything's like super low. Wow. Artavik actually went to rebuild his Panzer IV that he lost. I would have assumed he's just going for his elephant at that point, but I mean, it makes sense considering their VP situation. He needs to apply a bit more pressure. Can't really let off the gas pedal. Let's see. Isildur lost that 234. Not quite yet ready to rebuild. And Vonasten's actually got a quad. He's going to be shooting down those planes. Sorry.
Sorry, Mum, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was just going to say, on the point you're saying about the Panzer IV, I think it's a really bad decision because Vonasten could be bringing out an IS-2 at some point, and then what? I mean, Brosras doesn't have fuel really coming in to get the Panther, although may build up in time.
No, he's got it building right now.
Oh, is that why? Is that why it's got?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, his float just went away.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Outside of that, you're right. It's a horrible decision because the Panzer IVs are not even going to penetrate the IS-2. So, fortunately for the Axis,
it's good that they're bringing that out. They need that. They need to be able to penetrate the high armor that's going to be coming out from allies soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but fortunately for the Soviets, or excuse me, the Axis, the Soviet player that has access to IS-2, Vonasten, he's just recouping his manpower bleed there. He's actually getting everything up back to full, but that's going to mean it's going to take quite a long time if he ever wants to get the IS-2. On top of the pop cap requirement, too. He's almost pop cap. So, there we go. Push coming in here on the right side. Mines being swept as well from Brosras. Reconnaissance plane coming down from Artavik, looking for some targets. Panther revealing itself as well in the middle VP.
It'd be interesting to see where this recon plane has been thrown down. Are they looking for an avenue to make a push, or are they going for the base territories? It looks like possibly scout over the base.
Right side Katyusha barrage knocks out one of those pack guns. I think he just lost a bit of veterancy too. I might have missed the exact situation, but Panzer IV command tank does get marked targeted. Needs to get out of there. It's practically one hit from death. Panther comes in with the smoke to cover his buddy, and he's pushing in on the C-34, but he's going to be taking some Zisgun shots. Conscript's moving in to get the AT grenade off. Looks like this T-34 is going to go down, but this Panther's not quite out of trouble itself. Oh, it bounces at, you know, close range, so I think this Panther might be okay unless these allies tanks.
They've got a lot of work to do there. They've got a lot of work to do. There's still conscripts there with the AT grenades. Zisgun's coming in. Isildur's just brought out a T-34-85, which is coming onto the right-hand side of the field now. And Brosras does not have munitions for any Ju-87, so covering for this, actually, they're very, very reliant right now on one pack gun and one grenadier to hold off a potential counterattack from the allies.
Yeah, Vonasten literally got his pop cap cut in half there with how much bleed and losses he's just taking. He's lost his tank. He's lost his Zisgun, which is getting blown up right now. And he's got no manpower, so it's going to take a moment for him to reestablish himself.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing they do have is time, though. I think that's the important thing. They've got 440 VPs at the moment against Axis 138, so yeah, there's time for them to just play calmly. They've got Katyushas, so they're great at removing the support weapons. They just need to play these engagements right, get a VP, work their way back.
34 here in the middle gets Fausted. Two packs moving up to take shots at it, along with the Panzer IV. Actually hits a mine. Second Panzer IV moving in. Need to be careful with these two T-34s. Pack guns are in range to start getting shots off. Oh, this Katyusha could be super juicy. It's coming in on the middle. Oh no, it's not. Where is it?
No. Although Katyusha's on the right side, AT guns, which is really funny because there's no tanks over there at all. So, why the decision to use it there? Not 100%
He actually
sure.
gets the pack gun. Look at this. Both pack guns and a mortar decrewed here for Brosras on the right side. He's going to have to be able to recrew these quickly, or Vonasten could really benefit from those pack guns. And Isildur actually lost his sniper too. I don't think we mentioned that he got one. I didn't get the... Oh, no. Yeah, he did lose it, but he rebuilt it? Because this is Vet 0. Let me check, unless I'm just totally crazy right now. No, never mind.
He produced one, lost.
Yeah.
No, it was pushed in that last engagement, but as far as I see it, clearly didn't die.
It's a little deceived.
Well, look
there.
at this on the right side, by the way. Axis vehicles. Where are the repairs here? The Pioneers are actually on the retreat back to base. The vehicles have to get so far back into safe territory.
Yeah, he's actually building double Pioneer right now to cover for that, to get those repairs out. Because unfortunately for him, he lost his vetted Pioneer with the flamethrower, which gets those repair buffs. So now he has to get a bunch of unvetted Pioneers, which have horrendous repair speeds for, you know, for how low these tanks are. So unfortunately, that's a little bit of a downside on not having the unit preservation on your Pioneers. You're going to get punished with those repair speeds. And for the Soviet side, it's not really a problem since they both have self-repair on top of their own combat engineers. So those T-34s are always going to be on the field.
I think looking at the map right now, it goes to show how important Axis armor is in controlling the field. As soon as
left
they
side.
have to roll back.
Left side Panzer IV got buttoned briefly, getting chased down by one of these T-30. Gets the one hit from death. Mark targets the one that's retreating out of there. A little bit of a misjudgment there from Isildur. Should have mark targeted the other one if he chose to show it. Sorry to interrupt you there, but it was looking like Panzer IV was about to go down. A pack did go down from a Katyusha barrage behind that Panzer IV. So Axis side actually has only 2 packs between them. With
Katyusha has actually found the other ones though in the north,
my
so pack guns and the mortars in trouble. And a Panzer IV, they're very low health, does pick up armor skirts with Vet 2. You just feel like Axis have to be so careful right now.
Yeah, they're losing so many support. Look at this armada of Pioneers coming into repair on that north side. They need to recrew everything immediately too. I don't know if Vonasten's noticed that everything is decrewed up there.
I think this is quite bad because he's just take up 20 of his pop cap in Pioneers to do this. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's a lot of pop cap when you think of another vehicle.
Yeah,
for
gonna
these
get away from their
repairs.
map control as well. They're about to be okay. No, the triple cap is off now. They're neutralizing and capping the left side. But yeah, that's a lot of pioneers, man. There we go. He's getting back his support weapons. SU-85 in construction for Isildur. Should be all but pop capped after this. Vonasten still recouping from his bleed. Did lose that Zisgun earlier. He's got an SU-85 himself too after losing his 234-85.
I think the SU-85 is going to do really well on the left side. Isildur's one, backed up by two T-34-85s. He's got the Vet 2 engineers, so the repairs are always quick. It's like he's just kiting against the AT gun, and it just provides a great buffer whilst they cap.
Yeah, Brosras is actually building a Panzerwerfer too. He's a bit pop cap right now, so he won't be able to replenish all his troops and have the Panzerwerfer, but he has it in construction ready for when he has the pop cap. Panther comes in on the flank on the Zisgun. I'm not sure how that happened. You know, that's a bit of a tactical mistake there from Vonasten, but he does back up. Fortunately, the Panther isn't really an infantry killer, so he's going to be able to rotate and get some shots off. Gets the Panther pretty low. SU-85 reveals itself, gets some shots off. Katusha coming in as well on that pack on the right side, VP.
Just update on the left side, Sniper did go down to the Panzer IVs. There's a big fight for that VP on the left-hand side. It's just an absolute stalemate with very, very minimal pushes. But here's a Stuka bomb. Where's this?
Stuka bomb. Looks like it's middle Maxim again. Gets away again. 400 munitions gone from Artavik trying to kill Maxims. Bit of an unfortunate usage of his munitions there. Could have definitely benefited more from reconnaissance plane. Let's see. Pintle mounts on his two Panzer IVs. He doesn't have any pintles on them, so don't know why he thought it was that important to use that on the Maxim. I mean, the VPs are hurting, but it's a lot of munitions.
You're just laughing at the pioneers on the
Left side, triple Panzer IV moving in on this T-34-85. Two of them pretty low health. Panzer IV is missing and bouncing. They don't have the best accuracy on the move, so he needs to be careful chasing into this two tanks in support. SU-85 gets a couple shots in there. Chases off those Panzer IVs. Gonna be able to... Uh-oh. He's moving up closer. SU-85 does have his vision ability.
It's such a shame to lose the Sniper because it would have been perfect to allow the SU-85 to kind of move and fire a bit quicker without this ability on. But it's nice to see these Grenadiers here. These are so important because when the Grenadiers are off the map, there's no snares for when these T-34-85s roll in. Right side, SU-85 trying to take ground attack shots through the building.
Yeah, good attempt.
And there's the Ju-87s have just been called down.
He needs
I
to
think
drop
the
a
Panther's going in for the vision.
This is where Artavik could have dropped his plane in tandem with his ally. I mean, Brosras has his own munitions, but look at that. First Ju-87 shot down. Second one shot down. This quad is no joke, guys. This thing will protect you very well from planes, just like a Centaur, a half-track, Ostwind. That was crazy fast response time from that. 200 munitions deleted.
Yeah, I mean, the only way around that now is to kill the vehicle or have the vehicle, targeting infantry when they go in with the Ju-87. It has to be orchestrated very well to make use of that ability.
Fourth Panzer IV for Artavik. He's gonna go in for some kind of all-in push for sure. They might be electing to double team one of the Soviets. I think that would be the best plan of action. Just try to knock one of them out and then focus on VPs because they need to make something happen. Unfortunately, Artavik on the middle side there eats a penal satchel. He's got to be running away from that engagement.
Looks like he's pretty well protected though. Brosras is just starting to move some vehicles over, kind of anticipating that the T-34s might break through there. Panther gets some great shots on the T-34-85s. Actually looks like he's going to go in for the block.
Uh-oh. Nice blitzkrieg behind the T-34-85. Gonna pick this one up. No problem.
Beautiful, beautiful play there. That was a great block. The Panzer IVs are going in for the
SU-85 about to go down as well. Katusha's just chilling there. What are you doing? This is the double team I was talking about. They're going to be able to clean up a lot of Soviet armor here. Panzer IV goes down, but if they can clean up this last tank from Isildur, Soviets are going to be in a horrible spot. He slowed down his reversal. He's going to get blocked off by the Panther.
Oh, Even the other Su-85 is being pursued by the Panzer IV. Could be a
Oh,
killing blow in there. T-34-85 on the left goes down. One more shot from this Panzer IV could take down the Su-85, but it deflects.
Bounces.
Gets killed by the
Picks
Zis
up
gun.
that other Panzer IV. I can't believe he didn't lose that Katusha as well. He's so busy targeting that T-34-85, which he did pick up. Look at that. That was a great push from the Axis. Made some trades, but definitely favor. Oh, wait. The Panther ate a penal satchel. I don't know if they have anything to follow up with it. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Vonasten's Su-85 is way too low. Great push there from the CB clan. It's going to be cleaning up all these decrewed weapon crews, blowing up that pack that was in Soviet possession. Have this other one. Don't know if he's going to choose to blow that one up as well. He does. He does.
What a great engagement.
A lot of damage.
Goes to show. I mean, that was good teamwork though. Brosras coming in to defend there. Now Allies just left trying to scrap the last 80 VPs from their opponents. And I think this is a very dangerous situation because when you get pushed for VPs like this, you tend to play erratically. They have all the time in the world to build back up, but they're not going to. They're gonna dive on the VPs and try and claim what they can. And that normally falls into the favor of the opponent.
Yeah, I think what they have to do now, considering all those armor losses, is to just AT wall up. You know, Vonasten's got double Zis gun. Unfortunately, Isildur couldn't get any of those pack guns. They both got blown up. So for him, I think Su-85's got to be the way with the PTRS support, just so they can get some space and get these VPs down for them, because that's the only way they're going to win. Doesn't look to me like they're going to get any sort of main engagement down, although Artavik's infantry army is looking very, very thin.
Su-85 there in the center. I think that's the key unit for the Allies right now. The last thing they really have left, at least to hold off those kinds of pushes. But,
yeah, like you said, they have time as well. They still have plenty of time, even with this triple cap. They have over 300 VPs. And yeah, the Su-85 is going to be key. It's very good at cleaning up tier 3 austere vehicles, especially once it gets vetted with that fire rate bonus. It's ridiculous. Isildur also going for an Su-85, so they definitely recognize what units they need in this situation. So good awareness from our number 2 seed team. Need to definitely make something happen now.
I think the question here is direction. There's 3 VPs down. Which one are they going to hit? Are they going to hit it together? Are they going to try and move the Axis across the map and spread thin? Decisions have to be made here, but it looks like Vonasten is ready to go onto the right-hand side. He's charging down the VP. It looks like he's going to get it temporarily. How far does he want to make this push?
Another skill plane ready. Won't be too effective. Pio Armada gonna deny this cap. Oh, Katusha coming in. Is he gonna go in that on middle? Okay, a little bit delayed there. Pioneers easily dodged that by moving forward. I was kind of hoping all those Pioneers would get annihilated, but
there's actually there was another Katusha there. This next one could be the one. Oh, I think that was actually the last barrage from the Katusha initially. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, that didn't manage to get any shots on the...
IL-2 comes in as well, but look at this. Zis guns are trying to set up. It's a little bit of an awkward situation there for them. They couldn't set up quite well. Stuka dive bomb coming in as well on this right side. Hits absolutely nothing. Good dodge there from Vonasten. No real AA from the Axis side, since they didn't really get introduced to this IL-2 until just now, 43 minutes in. Looks like they're going to get that neutralized. Second Katusha barrage coming in on these Grenadiers. It's a shotgun Katusha barrage. Might be able to wipe this out if he's not paying attention. It goes down. Grenadiers go down. That's the... Brosras only has 1 Grenadier left. And he's just got his Pioneer army. These Stukas, though, have been horrible. He's used 600 munitions. He's not wiped a single unit.
Oh, this is fierce.
These Su-85s are going to be doing so much work.
Yeah, well, I think that key is in veterancy, actually. I think the longer that they protect these, obviously, the more fierce they're going to become. I think veterancy benefits the Su-85 more than what the Panther's going to get in the long term.
Absolutely. Another skill plane coming in from Brosras. Shoots instantly, but this quad is going to have a great time. First plane shot down, hits Vet 3. And Okay, didn't quite get the second plane on that run through.
Oh, Katusha,
Okay, gets
Katusha!
it.
It gets all the pyres!
Oh my god, they took the extra damage from the repairing. How many did he lose there? He lost
I don't
one.
think he lost one as
Yeah,
well.
he lost
There's a
one.
lot of models
the rest
went
are
down.
super hurt. Yep. Fortunately for him, he's got 900 manpower and needs to start using that.
That's a really good barrage from the 80 gun in the
Yeah,
center. They're
very
trying to get
good
that cap.
this gun barrage. Can't believe that thing's living through all this hits.
I gotta say what's really good as well is you can tell the allies are keeping very, very close watch on where those repairs are going on and how they're doing that. Actually, I've not identified whether they're like zooming in for the sound or whether they get vision every now and again, but they're pinpointing that down to try and stop the Axis repairs coming in. It's beautiful play. It's exactly what needs to be done right now.
Panzerwerfer barrage comes in. First barrage on that Maxim in the middle VP. Vonasten chooses to hunker down, does not retreat. He's taking mortar barrages as well. Okay, he definitely needs to get out of there now. Katusha barrage went in on that pack gun. Fortunately, got out of the way. But these Katushas are doing so much work for the Soviets. Vonasten's has 32 kills, and Isildur's has 16, almost vet 2. So these barrages are going to be coming quicker and quicker with this cooldown buff on their veterancy.
This might be the first time I've ever seen all 4 players in a 2v2 have mobile indirect fire. You've got Panzerwerfers for both Brosras and Artavik, and Katushas for Isildur and Vonasten. And there is a lot of indirect fire. I mean, you just have to scroll around the map a little bit to see the craters everywhere.
Yep. Really, that's how a lot of 2v2 games come down in the long run, is how much you can grind down the other side with indirect fire. You know, outside of those big plays like we saw from Brosras and Artavik, you definitely see a lot of indirect fire wars, and, you know, like you said, they all have it because they know how important it is. Especially when it comes to blobbing into VPs to hold them down, indirect fire can totally punish that.
Do you know what I think is really cool? It's something that we tend to miss a little bit. I'm just going to wait for this engagement because...
Oh my god, look at all these rockets coming in. Trading barrages here. Panzerwerfer, Katusha. Packets cleared out. Pioneers panic retreated because they were all blobbed together.
Credit to the allies.
Slowly
They
getting
really
pushed
are.
back. Yep.
Yeah. You know, what I was going to say is actually when we get these games where the indirect fire comes in so much, it actually completely changes the gameplay in the sense that there's just medium cover everywhere now. So all
Exactly.
these units, like, there's so much less effort for taking cover positions. Just everyone's in medium cover, and all the engagements change.
Another Katusha barrage coming in on this middle. Both AT guns got cleared out on the Axis side. They don't have any packs right now. Panther takes a well-placed shot there from the Su-85, who was almost vet 3. Oh, combat engineers and conscripts go down in the middle from Vonasten. Super good barrage there from that Panzerwerfer. Panther gets away with the smoke after getting mark targeted. He would have been about 1 shot from death, it looks like. It's a little bit tough to call, but solid barrage there from Brosras. He actually got a second Panzerwerfer out. Mortar is just constantly shelling the middle VP, trying to deny this cap.
You gotta really feel the Axis have a lot more fuel control at the moment than their allied counterparts. Stupid dive bomb, I think it's in the center.
Will he actually get something here? For 800 munitions. No.
Panzerwerfer's going in as well though, so maybe. I think he's gone for another one. Again, it's just off target.
Did get the decap though. One feature a lot of people don't know about the Sukudai Palm is that it can neutralize points, so did get a little bit of value out of it. Is pretty relevant at this stage of the game. I'm just upset that Artavik did not get an elephant. You know, he did have the Armada P-Force to make that push earlier, but now they have no counter to Su-85 spam. Elephant's the way to stop it. And he doesn't have one.
No, it's maybe at some point as well. You know, it's not like he hasn't had a chance to go with the Panzer IVs get an elephant. perhaps something weird there. But they've got a playstyle. I think they're still fairly confident in this. However, we are in danger territory now because the 2 VPs capped by the allies mean that we're now down to nearly 60 VPs left for Axis. There's so much indirect fire on the field. They're trying to cap that center VP is an absolute nightmare.
It denies that cap as well. Panzerwerfer Barrage coming in on that Maxim does take it out, and the crew is totally destroyed. Super low health, so no chance to recrew that. Totally wiped out. Conscripts holding down this mid VP extremely well. You know, no match for those Pioneers that actually go down. Slowly but surely, Brosras' Pioneer army has been whittled down to basically no infantry. He's got 2 mortars and 2 Pioneers and a bunch of vehicles. I'm trying to use
and this is the hard part. Because if you go between Artavik and Brosras' army, they don't have the infantry to cap the VPs anymore. They've just got vehicles. So actually, when it comes to a VP game, what's more helpful?
Look at this push on these Isildur's vehicles here. Triple Panzer IV coming in for a push here. He was not targeting with the same vehicle on all of them. He's like splitting it up, which is definitely a mistake. You need to utilize that firepower and just concentrate on one vehicle. Next, Ju-87 barrage coming in. Panzer IV is getting super low. One of them marked targeted does go down. The other 2 are at about half health. Vonasten's AC-85 is ready to support. One gets taken out, but it looks like they're going to trade 2 Panzer IVs for that. Oh, he might even clean up the other one. Vonasten's moving up. Okay, there we go. Smart play from Artavik. He blitzes in the other direction, knowing that there's a house covering him and that Vonasten can't really shoot through that. Does get out of there, but terrible trade for him. He traded 2 Panzer IVs for an Su-85.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But Brumbar on the field for Brosras now. Again, it's like they're putting so much into infantry clearance. You've got Panzerwerfers, double Panzerwerfers, Brumbar, Command Panzer IV, a scout car on Vet 3. It's like how... And this still isn't dealing with the infantry that's on the field from the allies. What are they going to do? I mean, really, at this point, I don't think they've got much that they can do.
No, I mean, they used up their float on Pioneers and more vehicles. Brosras has got like the tier 4 armada there. But other than that, he's got no capping power in the sense of being able to win engagements at the VP with his infantry. It's just a bunch of Pioneers. There's no problem for guards, conscripts, and penals.
And they're going to have to come up with something creative. I think that is happening though. Brosras smoking the VP for his Pioneers to cap on right. This is very good. And then uses the Command Panzer IV to clear the Maxim. The IL-2 raining down in center.
Will this command tech finally go down? It looks like the Su-85 is actually targeting the 222 instead. Wants to knock that out instead. But it gets a little bit of health at Vet 3, so he doesn't actually kill it. He backed away thinking it was dead, but now he's re-engaging.
Scout car takes down one of the
middle VP. Yeah, that gets taken out. Another Katyusha barrage. Vonasten actually built the second Katyusha. This Su-85 is going to town. Vet 3. This Katyusha's forcing off these Grenadiers every time they try to come back onto the field. It's going to make it 100% certain that they're going to get this triple cap up.
Yep, well, it is up temporarily, and there's a Katyusha strike just to clear out those Pioneers.
Pushes them out of the VP too.
Yeah, and that has to be GG. There's not even enough time to recap now, let alone that there are no units for Axis in the center of the field. Good game, really good game.
Very good game. Well played. It was looking really tough for the Allies there with that double team on Isildur. Cleaned up a lot of Soviet armor, but they made the right unit decisions following that engagement, and they played it well together, and they came back and won the game.
Yeah,
there we go. He gets the elephant at the last moment. Oh, poor Artavik, man. All those Stukadai bombs.
Victory is ours.
Live again. Wow, what an exciting game that was! It was a good one.
It was a very
Great.
good game one.
That's a great game in the series. Yeah, yeah. And I could, like, it's good to see a team like that. Like I say, they had loads of VPs. They just made use of the time they had and built the counter slowly, but they did it. Fantastic to watch.
Just gonna reclaim some of my random access memory.